Hey everyone, a really warm welcome back to the channel, and in today's video this is the next in the series of drive-throughs of service stations, particularly looking at the caravan parking, because as you know I tow on my own, sometimes with kids, but mainly these days just on my own, and some of these service stations have a bewildering array of signs, and sometimes of course caravans are in with the HGVs, and sometimes we get our own parking, which is why I'm building up this library of drive-throughs of service stations that I've used, so recording them as I use them, in case it's helpful to anybody else. So here we are approaching Reading. This is the westbound services, so we've got London behind us and the West Country and Wales in front of us. And Reading is one of those more modern service stations that are built on concentric loops, so if you do go wrong you can just come back round again and have another go. So the thing that might not be obvious here is that this time caravans get their own parking. We're not in with the HGVs. It is reasonably well signed, but if it's really, really busy and there's a lot of traffic behind you and there's lots of fast moving stuff, you might miss those, hence it's this drive-through. And as usual, I'll insert little maps of where we are on the ground plan so that you can correlate the images you're seeing with a view of the service station itself. So we pass the HGV turn-offs and we head as if we're heading into the car parking. As I said, there are signs back there for caravans, so we know we shouldn't get stuck. This is the bit we need to be careful of though. Cars to the left, caravans round to the right, and then almost immediately right turn into the caravan bay, making sure you don't end up in the drive-through for the Costa coffee. So tight right into the caravan parking. And this is a drive-through lay-by type arrangement. There's probably room for, dare I say, 7 caravans at a bit of a squeeze, so it's not the biggest parking area, that's for sure, although it's not a million miles away from the facilities, the loos, coffee shops, takeaway, all the normal sort of stuff. So lay-by style on the left and the right. Whenever I've looked at Reading services on Google Maps or on satellite images, or even today, as you see, there are always cars in here, and there are cars in the coach parking as well, so clearly people struggle to work out where they're going. Anyway, there we are, pretty simple to find. If it's full, and you can see the HGV parking to the right of the caravan parking here, so if the caravan parking is full and the HGV parking has loads and loads of space, then I guess it's perfectly reasonable to do a loop back round and go in the HGV parking. But obviously don't go in there if it's heaving and there's space in the caravan park, or just go on to the next services if it's heaving in the HGV parking, because those folks need to stop by law. So don't take up a space there. Be a sensible caravaner, as of course you all are if you're taking the trouble to watch this video so you know where you're going. Anyway, really hope that was useful. There was a card earlier to the playlist, and I'll put a link video at the end of this video when this is finished so that you can look at the whole playlist. That's building up to quite a big collection now, because with this caravan we've been all the way up to Skye, we've been up to Scotland 2 or 3 or 4 times now, and all the way down to Cornwall a couple of times, and all sorts of interesting bits of the UK in between. So enjoy that library of videos. I hope there's something useful there to you, and thanks everyone for watching and for your support. Please, of course, do remember to do the thumbs up. That's all useful for the YouTube algorithm, and do subscribe if you're not already, because apparently 80% of you are not subscribed, so I would love it if you would do that. Thanks so much everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.